Ow! Guys, today we got a monster episode, and today I'm going to be teaching you all about push-ups. So push-ups is probably the absolute best exercise you can do with your body weight. It trains most of your body if you do it correctly. It can even be doing what a plank will be doing if you do it correctly. But if you do it wrongly, it will destroy your shoulder, guaranteed. So guys, if you learn to lock in on your push-ups, not only will you have a full equipment with only your body weight to train whenever you need to fucking smash out couple of reps extra or couple of sets or a workout extra without a possibility to get into the gym, but you will also learn how to perfectly isolate away the chest and train chest in the gym with weights in a perfect way. So guys, don't sleep on this episode. It is going to teach you how not to do push-ups and how to do push-ups. And how I will teach you that is I will give you my 5 favorite push-up variations of all times. These push-up variations will train every single part of your chest as good as any weights in the gym. Ow, so let's go, time to build. Alright guys, so let's first go through what is going wrong in every single variation of push-ups that you are doing that is damaging your shoulders, and that is not being in power position, guys. Now, you can use the power position. It will help you extremely much, not only in the push-ups, in everything you train and in life in general, but you can also be doing it just by your mind alone to think about getting in a power position. How do you get in a non-power position? Well, this is a non-power position. This is a non-power position. And in a push-up, this is a non-power position. When you do push-ups like this, guys, and I will show you on the floor how it looks. When you do push-ups like this, what is happening? Number one, your chest is relaxed, guys. It's totally relaxed. Even if I'm trying to tense it, it is totally relaxed. Why does your body want to do it? Because you don't have the strength in the chest, and your body wants to be using the shoulders instead of the chest. So as soon as your elbows are coming up in shoulder height, you start pushing from the shoulders. You don't even train your chest, zero at all. It's doing absolutely fuck all for your chest, guys. But what it is doing is destroying your shoulder totally. Why? Because your shoulder joint is not meant to be pushing in this position. Your shoulder joint is meant to be pushing with the hand in a 45 degrees angle, guys. You know, on a bench press, this is where we are pushing, right? We're never pushing there in a bench press. In a dumbbell press, we are pushing here, 45 degrees angle. We are never out here and pushing. And what happens when your hand's coming out here? Take a look at my back. I'm definitely not possible to stay in a power position. If I put my hands down, automatically the body will get in a better position, and that means in a power position. And why do you want to be in a power position? The name says it all. It gives you power and it isolates away the correct muscles you want to be training. So guys, this is the number one thing that you want to be fixing. Stop having your hands out here and your elbows pointing out to the side. I'll show you how it looks on the floor, how you get in the correct position to any variation of push-ups you want to be doing. So right guys, first thing you want to be doing when you're getting down on the floor is you have to take your hands in chest height. Don't let them come higher up. Why do they want to do that? Because it's easier to push there. And why is it easier to push there? Because the shoulder starts helping the chest, and eventually the shoulders start doing the work of the chest. But that's not why we do push-ups, right? We do push-ups mainly for chest, although it is a full body exercise, but we are doing it mainly for chest. So first, what you want to be thinking about, lay down on the floor, get your hands in your chest position. And now, depending which variation you will be doing, and I will be showing you a couple of them, wide, tight, that doesn't matter. Your position of the hands has to be next to your chest. So if you're doing wide, position is next to the chest. If you're doing wide, that doesn't mean that you should be going out in front of your head. And now guys, how can you make your push-ups harder? Well, the way to transition to a harder push-up is how much of your body weight is coming over the hands. So if you take a look at this, guys, I'm starting out in a normal push-up, right? Hands close to the chest. This is so much difficult. But if I start moving my body forward over the hands, this is a total different load on the chest. This is much harder than this, and definitely much harder than this. But this is strictly dangerous, guys. So you never want to have your hands in your face height. Minimum chest height, and if you can, go to your abs height, and if you can, you go to your hips height. And that puts a total different load. And I can promise you guys, I can do 160, 170 kg on the bench, and if I do hips height, with my hands, I will die after 8 to 10 reps. So this is how heavy a push-up can get, guys. So now you understand the technology and system behind the hands positioning. What is the second thing you want to be thinking about? Except of the power position, because this stays maintained on the way down and on the way up. On the way up, you're not supposed to be rounding your body, because when you round your body, you're getting out of power position and shoulders doing work, chest is relaxed. So number two, what you want to be thinking about after hand positioning is your core, guys. So a lot of guys, they do push-ups like this because it is just easier. So let me show you how you do the push-ups wrong when it comes to what should be happening in the core. That's not a push-up, guys. That's fuck knows what that is. You can drop me a comment what you want to call it, but it's definitely not a push-up. So guys, in the push-up, your core should be engaged almost like in a plank. So when you're getting in the position of a push-up, you put the hands correctly, push up, and before you start working, you engage your core, you engage your abs. Your back should be slightly rounded, because now your body is in a plank. And while you keep working in your push-ups, you automatically secondary work your core. The next thing to think about, slight tightness in the glutes, slight tightness in the legs. Guys, we don't train to make the exercise as easy as possible. We train to make it as hard as possible. So tense your core, tense your glutes, get your body in a power position, and now you're pumping out the push-ups. Now that might be harder in the beginning, but I guarantee you, after a while of doing this, you will question yourself how you could possibly be doing the bullshit push-ups that you probably been doing up till now, guys. So learn all of this, lock it in your head, film yourself from the side, check that this is how it's looking, and this is how it should be looking when you're doing a perfect push-up, guys. My chest is touching the floor, not my abs. See the difference? Chest is doing half range of motion, core engaged, glutes tensed, full range of motion on the chest, guys. And I promise you, when you do it like this, push-up becomes fun to do. So these guys, a regular push-up, hands to the side, hands quite close, is the first variation of push-ups. This is the standard push-up. Now I'm going to be showing you 4 more. Let's go, but first subscribe, guys. Right, guys. The first variation was just regular push-ups, and I do love them. That's why I'm incorporating them here. If you do them correctly, it's an amazing way to doing push-ups and an amazing full body exercise. Now my second favorite is wide grip push-ups, guys. And now what you've been doing wrong in the wide grip push-ups is your hand positioning. You have guaranteed been having your fingers pointing forward. What that does, it totally helps you to disconnect the chest, to do exactly the opposite of what you want to be doing, connecting the chest, right? You can take a look at the chest here. And now when my hand is coming out here, when I'm twisting my fingers upwards, the chest on the bottom line is disconnecting. The chest on the middle is disconnecting. What do you have to change? So simple, your finger positioning, put them out to the side. And now you're doing wide grip. It will almost be like you're doing a fly. Sure, you won't be getting that closer of a fly, but you will feel that tension in the middle and the lower parts of your chest much better when your fingers are out to the side. This is pretty much useless for a wide grip push-up. Simple as hell, guys. This is how it should look. And remember what I told you in the beginning, chest height always. And the more over the hands you can come, the more tension on the chest and the more weight on the chest. This is how it looks, boys. Hands, chest height, wide grip, fingers out to the side, lift up, tense your core, and now decide how much weight you want to put on the chest. The more forward you move. Woo! I promise you guys, you will start loving push-ups again if you start implementing everything I'm teaching. All right, boys, 3 more variations to go. All right, guys, and next variation is with the war band, guys, and this is a total fucking killer. This is a push-up, this is a fly. This exercise, I do it even if I'm training in a gym. It's actually one of the best chest exercises there exists, guys. And what you want to be thinking about is exactly everything I've been teaching up till now, guys. Power position, hands in chest height, Now core engaged, and here the core engagement will be even more important because you will be moving one hand, so that means all your body weight will be on one hand. If the core is relaxed, you're gonna totally lose your positioning. So keep that power position and keep the core engaged. And guys, lift, push your body up, and now you're crossing with the hand that is keeping the band. I will show you how it looks in action. You're crossing and you are wanting to touch the floor on the other side of the hand that is holding your body. Guys, like this, I promise you, the tension in the chest, it will be bigger than on cable cross. It will be, probably this is the exercise that you get the most tension of all chest exercises when it comes to the middle of the chest. So guys, this is how it looks in action. Give it a try. It's a total fucking beast. Let's go. Hand in like this. Now you decide your resistance already in beginning. Check yourself out. Try where you can be. Hand down, other hand down. Move the body forward so you are in chest height. And remember, guys, core engage. You don't want your abs to be touching the floor. Your chest will be touching the floor. And now, when you come up, touch the floor on the other side. And again. Guys, and this one you don't want to be rushing. This one you want to do nice, slow control and TIP, guys, time in pain. Because when this starts burning, this is those reps that starts counting. Because here you won't be feeling the burn from the push. You will be feeling the burn from the tension. And then you just alternate the hand, go on to the other, but take a rest in between. Because even if you're working with your right hand, your left has to tense the chest so much to keep your body stable that you're tiring the left part of the chest out as well. So take a rest in between those. And guys, trust me, this is a total killer. But I got two monsters for you more. Right, guys? Ow. And for the next one, this is a damn hard variation of doing push-ups. I do love it. You will have to try yourself out if you can do it. That you can guarantee do it at some way. Maybe you won't be able to do it perfect, but work your way up, because trust me, there is not a push-up you can do that trains the upper part of your chest better than this. And which variation is this? Reverse hand push-ups, guys. Simple. Now you just take your hands and reverse them as much as you can. And here you will find that you have a problem, guys. Your hands will want to roll out to the side. If that happens, let it be. But try to just have them as much backwards as possible. And slowly with time, you will fix the wrists. You will get some strength on the wrist that you will be able to have them totally backwards. And I guarantee you, when you manage to do that, the upper chest is on total fire, guys. And now for this to be a great variation for the upper part of the chest, you have to move the hands down on your body. So you try to be as close to the hips as possible. If you're doing them up here, you will feel that it's total awkward movement and it's pretty much doing nothing. So notice where your hands are. So when you try this exercise, don't just put the hands up, because this is what you have the strength for, and then you dismantle the exercise as a useless one. Nah, it's a fucking amazing one. And if I could choose to do one push-up, I would have to fight in between the warband push-up and this one. I don't know which one of them is better because they target different parts. But for the upper part, absolutely this one, guys. And this is how it looks in action. Get down on the floor, reverse your hands as much as you can. If they tilt out a little bit, then your wrists just don't have the strength yet. Then let it be and keep working on that. My perfect backwards, and now up in position. Move your body forward. Just touch it. Push up. Woo! Guys, killer for that upper chest, I promise you. If you do them correctly, drop me a comment and tell me how it felt, because they isolate away everything and you feel exactly burned here. Ow, last one to go. Let's go. And the last variation of push-ups is diamond push-ups. But there is two different ways to be doing diamond push-ups. You can be doing them so they mainly target the triceps, or you can be doing them so they mainly target that cleavage in between the chest. And today we're targeting the chest, not triceps, guys. So what is the difference between them? Is two things. First of all, if you're doing diamonds for the triceps, you want your triceps to be going as much out to the side, because you want the triceps to be working maximally and disconnect the chest. We're doing exactly the opposite. So although you're keeping the hands in the same position, your elbows should be pointed backwards towards your hips. So you're doing a chest movement, not a triceps movement. So that is the first change. And the second change is where are you landing? So you want to be landing as low on your chest or even on the top of your abs if you have the strength. like that, you are going to maximally disconnect every single part of your body and maximally connect the chest, guys. So there is no difference here. Everything stays the same. Power position, hands in chest height or below, but you definitely don't want to be coming up with them here. Core engaged and just max them out, guys. The diamond push-ups are amazing to hit that middle chest, guys. This is how they go in action. Ow. Diamonds for diamonds. So your hands have to be like a diamond. These fingers touching and thumbs touching. And now get your body over the hands and you're trying to come to the upper abs or lower chest. So you see, guys, diamond for triceps would be body more backwards and triceps coming out. Now you're maxing the triceps. When you twist the elbows backwards and body forward, now you're maxing the work, ow, on the chest, guys. Ow. Trust me, if you don't do push-ups or if you just do like 20 of them for a warm-up, you're missing out on mad gains. Push-ups is an amazing exercise when you do it correctly. That's it, guys. Subscribe, like, share, and drop me a comment. And guys, I don't just say subscribe, like, share because somebody gave it to me on a script. No, it helps my channel to grow. So help me grow as I grow you. Ow.